Hey guys, it is Tanya, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another speed build, and actually to another installment of the Squish as well. This one's, this is another one of those weird builds. I feel like we're having two back to back. I just shared with you guys the Grave Robber's Shack, and today this is a tiny house for the Tragic Clown. I built this on stream, so naturally things got really weird. I will get into the storyline as we get there, but if you're not familiar with the Tragic Clown, it's, the Tragic Clown is a character in the Sims franchise. In The Sims 4, you can summon him by viewing his painting, which you can see I have blown up on the lot, just as inspiration as we were building this tiny house. I wanted it to be inspired by like a circus tent, and we were trying to make it like a mixture of colorful, fun circus clown vibes and also grungy. And there is a lot of very tragic things that happened here. Anything from very tragic things like your best friend being a voodoo doll of yourself, so whenever you hug it, you're in pain, to dropping your toothbrush by the toilet. You know, like little tragedies and big tragedies. We have them all in this house. And I'm excited to share those with you guys. So I hope you enjoy this. If you do like this build by chance and want to live out the life of a tragic clown, you can actually find this build on the Sims 4 gallery. You can find me under my EA ID, which is Gryphi, Gryphi, or under the hashtag Miss Gryphi, and I will have all of that information in the description down below as well. I was very indecisive with this build, so you'll see that some of the roofing changes, the colors of things change, the current brightly colored balloons go away, and I opt for the kind of deflating black and white balloons. They were just too colorful. I really wish there was more swatches on the celebratory ones that I have hanging up on that awning right now. But they were too bright and happy for what we were going for, so I did change that out. And then there's this little window. There's 3 of them right now. I'm going to cut it down to just 1 in a little while. It's over on the side bump out of the house, the little white windows over there. Those are from Get to Work, and they're meant for the jails with the what is it called in The Sims? I feel like is it the detective career? But they're jail windows, they're prison windows. And so we had established that the Tragic Clown is an artist of makeup, of painting, of sculpting, of all sorts of arts. And nobody's ever taken him seriously, and he doesn't like to talk about what happened, so we're not really sure because he keeps it on the down low. But somebody severely disrespected his art, and one thing led to another, and he found himself in prison. But when he was able to leave, I don't know if he got out. I don't know if he escaped. He stole a window from the prison, because in The Sims, that makes sense. Kind of like how you don't have enough for your bills, so you can sell a window to pay the bills. You can also steal a window from prison. So that's why we have that window there. See, like I said, streams are wild. Things like this happen. I actually built this over the course of 2 different streams on Twitch. Both of them should be up on my second channel now if you'd like to watch the playbacks of them on my channel, which is More Gryphi here on YouTube, youtube.com/moregryphi. You can find the playbacks. Both streams were kind of wild because we came up with so many weird concepts. And then the second one, I cried. My chat really broke me, and it was probably the most wild stream I've ever been in. And I'm not going to talk about it right here, right now, because I will start crying again. But if you guys would like to know what I'm talking about, I will have that stream link down below as well. Right now, I am creating like a swampy pond area on the lot. We thought about filling it with blood, but I opted against it in the end and went for this more murky water, which I think worked out pretty nicely. And this lot ends up being very landscaped, like overgrown, disgusting landscaped. I wanted it to look like you're just wandering around in the woods and you stumble across this home and you're like, I'm gonna turn around now. I'm gonna run. We're gonna run home. Yeah, bye. That's kind of the vibe I was going for. And of course, we have some different references to the storyline that I came up with on the inside. So there's easels and stuff like that. And some of those tragedies. Like I said, we just had a really goofy time on stream coming up with the storyline for this one. And it gets weirder. It definitely gets weirder once we get to the inside. And yeah, but here's the first easel. I do actually swap it out for a different one a little bit later, because I believe we're still on footage from the first stream right now. And then it should be popping over to the second stream shortly when we start working on the interior a lot more. So most of this house is all in one room. The only separate room is the bathroom. And I really was inspired by this corner couch, like the bay window couch from Cats and Dogs. The colors on it, the green, the yellow, and the blue. I think that just helped put together this house. Obviously, it also matches the painting of the tragic clown, which we have a few. That gallery wall I just placed down is not going to stay right where it is, but I do end up having 2 photos of him on the walls inside because self-portraits, hello. So I quite enjoyed that. I just placed a bunch of them down to remember to do that. But we're working on the kitchen here. It's a very simple tiny house kitchen. I did put this sink from Parenthood though, and then use a curtain under it to make it a little bit more of a custom look to the kitchen. I also really wanted it to look kind of like grungy. So I am using the countertops that came from City Living. I wanted to call it Seasons Living, and I don't know why. But those came with City Living. And of course, I have a mini fridge from University and some of the more rundown appliances in here as well. And lots of cracks and tears on the walls. Yeah, I really like how the kitchen came out. I thought it was a bit of fun. And then, of course, this little trash can, I think that's from Kids Room Stuff. It's like a more playful, fun trash can. Because those are the priorities here. I just wanted to make sure that even though a lot of this is run down and grungy, that there were some fun, colorful things that were more just generic clown-like. I also swapped the bed cover to be the painting. Everyone debates this. Is it Van Gogh or Van Gogh? Let me know. But anyway, that painting is on that bedspread because, you know, the tragic clown aspires to one day be famous for his art in a way where people could buy his art on bed sheets. That is kind of terrifying considering the only art we're seeing right now is the painting of the tragic clown. But, you know, maybe some people want that. Also, right here, I didn't realize when I placed down this statue of like the old man with the umbrella, it was going to turn into the tragic clown when I placed it. And I got way too excited about it. And we kept it. So naturally, the clown decided to, you know, sculpt himself and keep that as art. I also have this bookcase on the wall. We put some books up there and then one of the TVs from Eco Lifestyle as well, which I think I do a little bit later, but just adding some storage over here. You're not really going to be able to access this, but I thought it looked cool. And then we made a happy, joyful mural on the wall, and the wall cracked. So I don't know what that says about the life of this clown. It's kind of tragic. We also have a pretty old computer. We try to grow plants in here and they all die, but the plants that we don't want coming in, all these vines and stuff, they thrive in here. And there's a hole under our bed. It's gonna fall through into the foundation, and you know, it's just a really tragic place. So that's the little TV I added. And then here in the kitchen space, I'm having like a caution, this could cause fires. And then I'm adding some notes around as reminders. Maybe you should turn the oven off and double check all of that stuff before you leave. I feel like there's probably been a few fires in this house. I mean, that happens in every house in The Sims. It's just natural. You're going to catch your house on fire probably 10 times. But I feel like it would happen a lot more to the tragic clown. And the bathroom. This is where it gets kind of weird. Like, really weird. So, I don't know if I want to explain this or not. Okay, I will. But I will warn you ahead of time if anyone wants to click off. This is disgusting. You might not want to hear about it. I didn't know this was a thing. Apparently, people have talked about it online, and a lot of people have this in their real lives. I discovered its existence through a live stream months ago by a wonderful streamer of the name of Kipsy Daisy. And that is that there is something a lot of people have in their bathrooms, if you don't have good plumbing, called a poop knife. And it's probably exactly what it sounds like. You cut the turds so they can go down the toilet properly. And we decided, for the perfect tragedy in this house, not only are we going to have the toothbrush that fell under the toilet and the world's smallest violin and a plunger up on top of the toilet, and it's a prison toilet, we're going to have a poop sword with its own container. So I used a little bit of tulle to do this. I know this seems like the most ridiculous, childish thing, and I agree it is. But it's really fun in the moment when you're streaming and hanging out with people, and this is what we decided to do with our time. And it was a very, very enjoyable time. And so, yeah, that's what we're doing here. Just rotating it a little bit more, trying to make it at a more realistic angle that it could just be sitting in that container. And just adding some birdhouses as well, because, having some friends that are birds, wherever we can find friends. Oh, this house also has the haunted lot trait and the gremlins lot trait. So our friends aren't ruining our house all the time. And it just added to the tragedy. I feel like I probably missed some of the things that we added to this house. There was just so much backstory, so much tragedy. And it was a really fun one to do. I will have links to the streams down below, but we're coming to the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. You can also subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And if you click that bell, it'll turn on notifications so you'll be notified of every single time I upload a new video. Thank you guys so very much for watching, and I will see you all soon. Bye, everybody.